How's it going? It's Khoa here. In this video we're going to be covering how to design a YouTube thumbnail. I'm going to be going over some of the software that I'm using and my thinking process in which I'm designing these thumbnails as well. So I don't expect you to become a professional after this, because it does take a bit of time to get the hang of making good designs, but there's ways around it. So I'll just give you an insight on my workflow in which I go about designing my YouTube thumbnail. So let's take a look. Alright, so first and foremost, I'm using Adobe Photoshop 2019 edition, so I don't know what year it is that you're looking at, so I'm just going to load this up at the moment. And while that is loading, since my computer is a bit slow, so I've got a folder called YouTube. So in YouTube, this is just all my stuff in YouTube, right? So I've got a whole bunch of folders that I've just storing out bits and pieces, but what I want to do is I want to show you this folder called YouTube Thumbs. Okay, so in here I've got a list of all these templates that I created. So don't worry, you don't need to go ahead and create all these templates, but I'll just give you an insight of what it looks like. So if you have a look at the first one, this is the first thumbnail that I did. So this is the first one that I created. So it looks like that, right? So it's very plain. To be honest, I just couldn't be bothered. I just don't have time to design thumbnails, and I never realized the importance of having good thumbnails after when I looked at my analytics. So this was the first one that I did. It was just a photo of me. It was just an actual photo from the actual video. I tried to show an expression, because apparently if you show an expression, that gets people's attention, and then you've got like a headline. So I did this and it didn't really work out, so then I decided to change it. So the next one, I analyzed my previous videos, right? And this one did very well. Now this thumbnail there was all I was doing was just reviewing Jordan Belfort's Straight Line Persuasion course, and I just did a cutout of myself. Notice how my arm is missing there, but I did a cutout of one of my photos there. I'm actually sitting behind this this sandwich, or a whole bunch of sandwiches. But yeah, anyway, I cut those out. I've got a photo of some cash there and Straight Line Persuasion. So I was just playing around, but this one got a lot of views, this video. So I don't know what the click-through rate for this one. Maybe it was about 10% or 7%, but it was very good. This one here, I did this thumbnail about 6 years ago when I first started my YouTube. One of the early videos that I made. So it was just very plain. Picture of the book, How to Become More Powerful, black background. There it is. But apparently this is doing very well. Till this day, I'm still getting a lot of good content. So a lot of good video views. This one here, Park Hotel Clarke Quay Singapore review. So once again, that photo there, I don't know why, but this photo seems to work. And that's actually a photo of Park Hotel. Okay, so this one got a lot of views as well. This one here, so then I started trying to recreate the old ones, right? So then these are the new ones I started creating. So I thought that, okay, maybe if I use a picture of me in a suit, I thought that maybe if I'll use a photo of myself in a suit, that might get your attention. So you can see that I'm using cash again, red, yellow, all weather portfolio review. So this one's going out very soon, and I'm going to see the results there. So I've got a whole bunch of different designs that I created previously, and it just follows that same type of principle that you got to get attention. I'm using a text that's going sideways. Apparently, I mean, it looks nice, and apparently it works, I guess. So, and I've got a yellow background there. So, and I've got the picture there and so forth. So that's my thinking process there. So let's have a look at how I go about designing it. So I'm just gonna make a copy of these ones. Maybe I'll just go for a stock standard one. Yeah, let's go for this one. So I'm just going to make a duplicate. So what I tend to do is, if I want to make a start on a new thumbnail, I just make a duplicate, right? So this version is 18, so I just make a copy of one that is one I want to replicate, but just muck around with. And it's important to create your own a separate one, because what happens if you create a really good design but you don't save a separate copy? You overwrite the existing template. You don't want to do that. You want to be able to keep copies of all these designs that you're creating, so you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You want to go back, and if that YouTube video takes off, you've already got a copy of that design and you want to replicate that design, right? So that took me years to figure out, but anyway, you just learn, trial and error. Okay, so I'm loading up the thumbnail right now. Okay. So as you can see, my computer is really slow. Hey, if you want to donate some money, that'll be great. You guys can donate me lots of money so I can upgrade my computer and make some more cool YouTube videos, you know. So here we go. Okay, so let me just clean up. So what I tend to do is I've opened up my template, right? And obviously there's some old information, old layers there that I'm just going to remove, just keep things clean. Okay, so these are all the active layers, objects and layers that I'm using. So you can see blueprint, my sales, that's the text there. That yellow thing there, that's actually the box there. That is a picture of yours truly, and that is just a picture of the background there. And that black thing there, that's actually just the black background there. So let me just get rid of that one there, since it's not being used. So now maybe I can get rid of that one too, since I don't need that folder, it's not being used. So those eyes means that it's being used. So this is everything that's being used at the moment. So cool. So I'm just going to turn all these off right now. So now I've got a fresh new slate. So what I tend to do is I start off with black background, just keep it black, right? So it's easy for me to do. So let's just play around. So at the moment, I'm going to go to my YouTube channel. Okay. And so what I do is I have a workflow. So I tend to edit videos first. Okay, so I'm going to go to my manage videos. So what I do is obviously I film first, and then I edit, and then I upload. Uploading takes a couple hours, and then right at the end, that's when I start optimizing it. So I create the thumbnails. So at the moment, so these private videos means these are ready for me to upload. I mean, these have already uploaded, but they're not live yet. So obviously I need to create the thumbnails for these ones, but these ones here, I've already created thumbnails there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create thumbnails for one of these ones. So let's go for how I pick a book to read. Okay, so that's just a default YouTube that takes they take a snapshot of your what you call it, of the video, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a thumbnail for that one there, how to pick a book to read. So going back to my Photoshop, I'm just going to play around. So so that's the previous one that I did. So I'm going to create something called what should I say, picking a book. So how I, okay, so I'm going to move this around, get some bit of space. How I maybe I should use filter. How I select. How to select. Maybe I should go how to select. How to select a book. Yeah. Alright, so how to select a book. What do you think? Not bad, not bad. Pretty cool. How to select a book. There you go. So I'm just going to move this around, make it look really good. Okay, so next up is we're going to use that yellow thing. So I'm going to move that box over. Maybe I should just select a book. How to select a book. Okay, so maybe I should cover the whole thing there. Okay, make sure that it's. So that's with Photoshop. It's a bit dodgy. Why? Because I got a slow computer. If you want to donate some money so I can get a new computer, that'll be great. Thank you very much. Okay, so how to select a book. That looks pretty good. Not too bad, not too bad. So I'm not going to go with a green. I'm going to go with a yellow one. So let's go for yellow. Okay, that looks pretty good. So far so good. So it's black, yellow, not too bad. Next thing is I want to do a background. So this background has to be it has to be bright, but this whole text has to pop out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Google, okay, and probably I'll just go book background. Just and you want to try and make sure that you're not infringing any copyright. So just to save time, I'm not going to show you how I go about contacting these people, if I can get permission and so forth. But this is something I like because look at it, it's a book, it's yellow background, it grabs attention. So I'm going to grab this one there. That looks pretty good. I like this. I really like this. So I might even just grab this one. Nah, I don't like that one anymore. Should I get this one? I think, no, I don't like that thing there. So let's go with this one. Okay. I might even save it. So what I do is I tend to save the actual image. So you want to look for images that you can use, so you're not breaching any, any violation. So I go to YouTube thumbs, and then just save it into ideas. Okay, so what I've done is I'm going to copy this image. I go to Photoshop, paste it in there, Control V. Now obviously it's a small one, so I'm going to make it bigger. Okay. You know what? I'm not even going to use a photo of myself. Should I? Do you reckon I should? I reckon that looks good as it is. Okay. So I'm just going to reorder these layers because we need to do that. Okay. And then that's it. You know, it's bright. How to select a book. And then that's it. I'm not using a photo of myself. I think that is enough. Tells a story. Fantastic. Okay. So I think that's it. I don't need to put a photo of myself. If I want to, I can. You know, I can probably chuck a photo there. Should I do that? Do you reckon that looks okay? Yeah, why not? So if I'm putting myself there, obviously I need to move the text forward. So let's do that. How to select a book. Not bad, not bad. Pretty good, pretty good. Okay, there you go. So yeah, so I've done that there, and just to let you know the text that I'm using, it's Avenir. I love Avenir, and that is the image that is the thumbnail. So I'm just going to go click File, Save As. Okay, and I'm just going to save this on my desktop. So I just save it as how to select a book. Okay, I'm saving it as a full quality image. Go back to my YouTube and go to how to pick a book, edit. Obviously I'm going to write the description there and optimize everything later on, but for now we're just going to do just the thumbnail. I'm going to go to my desktop, how to select a book, boom, there it is. Go save, and there it is. There's my thumbnail. How good is that? Not too bad. I'm pretty impressed. Oh yeah, by the way, my computer is really slow, so you know, if you want some money so I can get a new computer, that would be awesome. Okay, so there you go. That's how I go about designing my YouTube thumbnail. So let me know how you guys go in the comments. You know, if you found this video valuable, useful, not useful at all, just let me know. I'm really curious. I've got some more tutorials on the way. Just let me know. You know, let me know what you want to learn from me, and I'm more than happy to share that. So even if it's about life or whatever it is, I don't care. I'm just going to do it at the same time. So hope you like this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Oh yeah, make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. So I'll catch you guys later. Cheers.